Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I know this topic isn't completely fitness related, but it is fitness related because things like vegetarianism, veganism are actually a big part of the online fitness community, particularly YouTube. There's a lot of channels that are exclusively vegan who do cater to fitness enthusiasts. And it's just something that's bothering me, something I even mentioned on one of the vegan groups I'm on online yesterday. It's just starting to really annoy me. And since I officially became a vegan and started using that term, and I've met quite a few other vegans, met quite a few in person, I had a lot of vegans to my Facebook and other things, I'm starting to see the biggest problem that the whole movement of veganism actually has in convincing anyone and most people that this is actually a good ethical choice. And it's the fact that there's so many vegans out there who match the moronic, hippie, fringe stereotype that turns people off to veganism, the ones who are the extreme judgmental types who believe in communes and every single fringe politic thing that comes along. And even, for example, I've had to get in debates on my Facebook with vegans I've met over the whole Palestine issue. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into my own personal politics and all this, but I do not support Palestine at all in the whole Gaza conflict. And that's my own personal opinion. It's not something I talk about on YouTube or make a big deal about because that's personal politics, and this is not a politics channel. But I don't. And I think, ethically speaking, I think both sides have made some pretty big mistakes, but push come to shove, that is not the side I'm going to support. I go with the lesser of two evils. And I've had someone try to tell me that I'm being inhumane, that how could I believe in animal rights and veganism and not support the Palestinians? And I'm sitting here thinking the exact opposite of this person. And other people back to them online who are also vegans. And that's one of the issues, are people coming up with animal testing. Oh, if you use a product that has been animal tested, you're not a vegan. Well, if that's the attitude people want to give me, fuck you, I'm not a vegan then. Because my whole point with being a vegan is that I don't believe it is necessary for health, for fitness, survival, or athletic performance to consume animal products. I don't consume animal products. In my food, I don't eat meat or dairy. To me, that's what I thought a vegan was, and that's what I do because it isn't necessary. However, that's a pretty low level of compassion. I'm not as compassionate as people think. Believe me, I believe in survival. So if there's animal testing that would help save someone's life that I love, I may not like it, but it'd be the lesser of two evils. I'm not going to go make a big deal about it. Now, if it's unnecessary animal testing, then that's a different story. But hey, you know, I think we could use child molesters in prison for a lot of these testing too. But that's just my personal opinion. And seeing all of the stuff about people wanting to start communes and talking about all the conspiracy stuff and the mainstream media, and it's that whole sort of fringe element that I think really kills the chance of vegans ever really go mainstream and really push their message of putting people on plant-based diets, because so many of them meet that stereotype and we publicly see it. It's really a problem, and I'm almost considering at this point dropping the vegan tag for myself and just saying I eat a plant-based diet. And if someone asks, what does that mean? It tells them it means I eat plants for my food. I don't eat meat and I don't eat dairy. That's what it means. Because at some point, I don't want to be associated with that whole fringe element and the extremists and the political extremists and the hippies and everything else that seem to be involved in that. And on the other hand, I've certainly met some really nice vegan people that I really enjoy and I like, but I've met a few that I just kind of get pissed off at about their attitude, and I think that they are actually hurting the cause. And for a person to basically care about animal rights doesn't require you to jump up and take every single freaking cause that comes up to the most extreme. Pick one or two things and work with it. You're never going to change the world trying to change 37 things at once. Pick one big major thing and focus on that. Just my opinion. Alright guys, well that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. Oh, mountain biceps.